say imitation is the sincerest form of flattery, but in this scenario, when you see a cop encounter someone impersonating a cop, it doesn't go very well. It's more like when an animal sees itself in the mirror and they just kind of have trouble processing. This all took place in Summerfield, Florida, where 52-year-old Derry Wayne Lambert, yes, that is his name, is about to be arrested for impersonating a U.S. Marshal, like speeding down the highway with blue flashing lights on and everything. And amazingly, he clings to his story even after a real U.S. Marshal tells him in no uncertain terms that he is full of it.
See your other hand for me?
We will find out later that this is not a real badge.
Where are you headed to? Okay. You have your driver's license on you? Let's deal with the purple lights. Yeah, they're purple tonight. Where are you headed to? A shooting in Marion Oaks? Okay, 10th floor. Hey, sir. So the vehicle is your vehicle, is that correct? Yeah, okay. Yeah, because I'm looking for something to verify that you're a U.S. Marshal, all right?
What, and you find it suspicious that a U.S. Marshal would not have a rear view mirror? What's wrong with you? Derry then gets out of the car and pretends he's got to get back to shift.
I got to go back to shift in about 2 hours, so.
Where's shift at? Where's shift at?
I got to get my car.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, hopefully we can get this resolved really quickly. All right, thanks. Hey, we got somebody on the phone who wants to ask you a few questions.
Okay.
All right, go ahead.
This is where it gets amazing. This is where the deputy marshal on the iPhone has to defend his rep as an actual marshal against this guy who's pretending to be a marshal, you know, walking around in his standard issue Tampa Bay Buccaneers outfit.
Sir, what is your name?
Derry Lambert.
Okay, what district do you work out of?
I work out of Texas, but they got me down in Florida right now looking into Marion Oaks. There's two gangs out there that are riding on a four-wheeler with a pole on it, busting into people's houses.
Okay,
And they got a call, so I chase. What's that?
What district in Texas do you work out of?
Dallas.
Okay.
My second house.
I understand that's a federal crime.
Yeah, exactly. I know exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Apparently this story didn't check out, so my guy's gonna get arrested once he's done blabbering about red bugs.
All right,
I got red bugs out in the weeds last week.
I'm sorry?
I tell him, what's out in the weeds? I got red bugs. You beat me up chasing a guy through the forest the other night.
All right, do me a favor. Just go ahead and turn around for me. Again, put your hands behind your back.
For what?
I'll explain it to you.
I've been arrested my life.
Well, so you're going to be arrested for impersonating a police officer, okay? And who do you work for? Who are you employed by?
United States Marshal Service.
U.S. Marshals, okay. You told me that you don't have your credentials with you, but they're in your...
Yeah, my Charger.
In your Charger, a work vehicle?
Right.
Okay. Who's the Charger registered to?
It's registered to the Marshal Service.
Marshals, okay.
That's my personal vehicle.
So why would the marshals outfit your personal vehicle with lights and sirens?
In Texas, it's not like here.
Okay.
You don't have cars like this.
We have a Florida tag.
I know.
Maybe I'm not being specific enough. In Texas, if you say you're a marshal, you get to be one. Anyhow, the police then go back to his fake police car and play with the sirens.
Flick all around.
And at this point, the original marshal from the iPhone call has had enough time to drive down to the scene, and he's showing off what is the actual U.S. Marshal's outfit, which, I stand corrected, is a Buccaneers creamsicle polo shirt, not the graphic tee.
Who's that? Who called you?
My squad in Texas. If you look through my phone, you'll see the 941 area code.
By squad, what do you mean by squad?
They sent 3 or 4 of us down here.
Who is they?
The Rangers.
The Rangers?
Oh, he's in the Rangers now, which in case you're wondering, is different from the Marshals.
Which Rangers? Like the baseball team?
No. Hell no.
Okay, so what Rangers?
The Walker Texas Rangers fan club, you dick.
So what, where do you work out of Texas?
Dallas.
Dallas?
Yes.
What's your district?
District. What do you mean?
This is going great.
But there's only a few of us here.
A few of you? Would I be one of those?
No.
I'm not a U.S. Marshal?
I don't know. I see a badge.
Great move. Put it on him. There's no way he's going to have his credentials.
Well, here's my credentials. I am actually a special deputy U.S. Marshal.
Yeah.
Here are my credentials.
Yeah. Mine are in my car.
These, your credentials like this are in there.
I have one just identically to that.
Okay. I would say probably not. Because I'm asking you very easy questions to be able to identify yourself, and you're not. What do you do for the United States Marshals?
Well, I normally just do raids.
Raids?
Yeah.
Okay, who do you work for?
I just told you twice.
Like, okay, so where do you work for the Fugitive Task Force? Do you work for the District Marshals?
No,
Who do you work for?
I work for the task force.
You work for the task force?
Like people running, we do raids. All I do is raid.
I just do the cool stuff. I don't do the lame like pulling over guys who turn on their sirens so they can run red lights while pretending to be a police officer. That's rookie. I'm a veteran of pretending to be a police officer.
Okay, listen to me for just a second. I'm going to give you a little bit of an out or whatever.
Right.
I know you're not a U.S. Marshal. I'm a U.S. Marshal.
Right.
I know for a fact, 100%, you are not with the U.S. Marshals. Okay? So I would just want to know why you would try to identify as a U.S. Marshal. Was it to, like, get around traffic?
No.
He will later admit that is exactly what he was doing.
Okay.
You don't know about the drones out there flying over?
Sir, there is
Yeah,
nothing
no.
like that. I'm gonna give you a little tip, pro tip. Okay? There's only 3 of us in this county. You are not one of the other 2.
Okay.
That's a pro tip.
Thus ends the story of Derry Wayne Lambert, who was arrested on charges of false impersonation of a law enforcement officer, unlawful use of blue lights, also a badge, also possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony, also possession of diazepam, introduction of that diazepam into a detention facility because they found it in his wallet when they were taking him to Marion County Jail. And one of the main reasons that I offer this story up is like, I see so many body cams of people who get pulled over and then deny that they sped, ask questions of the police officer like whether this is appropriate, and those people get the beat out of them. For some reason, Derry Wayne Lambert gets to pretend to be a U.S. Marshal for like 45 minutes, and he's taken into custody without any kind of incident, besides being, hilarious.